We're trying, people. Can y'all hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Hey, babies. I think. Can someone let me know if they can hear me? Good. Hey, Nina. Hello. Happy Mercury Day. This is a great day for communications. A great day to start new ideas, write down your plans. Hey everybody, rising greetings. I see you, sis. So I'm excited today. So we have a special guest. So act like I got some sense. I'm just kidding. We got guests today. You know, I always want to introduce y'all to new resources. I think I still got that mask on my face. I always want to introduce y'all to new resources. I always want to connect y'all with new people that y'all can benefit from. And one of the things that I love and I truly do adore about myself is that I don't mind sharing nothing. I'm not a gatekeeper. Come in here and sit down. I'm not a gatekeeper. Y'all know that. Like, if it's some information that I feel like could benefit you or could help you, I thank you, baby. If it's some info, thank y'all for checking the sound for me. If it's some information I feel like can benefit y'all, baby, she a little gangster herself, so welcome to the fam, Iji. Welcome to the fam. So y'all always know that you welcome, babe. Y'all always know that I certain things. I ain't gonna say I gatekeep. I don't think I gatekeep at all, really. But certain things spiritually, I have to keep to myself. Oh, you welcome, bro. But as far as like y'all getting the help that y'all need, I never in my life am going to hold that from you. I want you to know, because we are the new doctors. You dig it? We are the energy is lit in here today. Like everybody, I'm just feeling like usually sometimes my shoulders get heavy because I know y'all going through stuff. And I know y'all going through stuff, but today is a very light energy. So I know that y'all been doing like some cleansings and stuff like that. I'm excited for y'all to receive your petitions and ancestors money in the candles. So I'm excited about that. Y'all will see like the content from that later. But beautiful. But yeah, I never want to gatekeep and all that good stuff because y'all deserve to have these gems. Y'all deserve to. I had to find certain information myself. Like it's not like I just woke up one day and information was poured into me, but it wasn't like I knew what it was and where to get to. Like I was directed to. I had help with being like, hey, go over here or do this or do that. Hey, you should do this. And it was certain things that people telling me to do that did not work out for me at all. And I was like, it's not my style. So I always want to make sure that y'all have access because you never know. You have a general, we're two-headed doctors basically. You have a general doctor. And then of course you go to someone for your heart. You go to someone for your eyes. You go to someone for your neurological system or your stomach area. You have a doctor specified for each chakra, and that's why it's so important for me to connect y'all with different people and different resources. So we are going to. Is the music still? Okay. Y'all said y'all can hear me. Don't be good. All right. So, of course, y'all know we're going to kick this thing off. We're going to do some breathing in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. Fill that belly up 3 times. And then we're going to let it loose. Y'all, I feel like I have let go. Somebody done let go of something because I'm over here feeling like this. Thank you, boo. I'm over here like this. Okay, we lit today. Lit today. Lit today. So, um, what we are going to do is we're going to do our breathing techniques, head up, hands open, so we can receive all the knowledge that we need to receive, and so you can continue to receive all your blessings and clear out those blockages and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, if you're in a safe place, go ahead and hands open, flat, head tilted up just enough so that your third eye is focusing in between your eyebrows. Slowly close your eyes. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Second breath, inhale through the nose. Release. Exhale. Third breath, in through the nose. Exhale. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Hola, mamacita. All right, so we are here. Welcome to Wise Up Wednesday. If you are new here, we welcome you with open arms. Our Gangsta Collective, they cuss, they yell, they have emotional outbursts. You will see random comments because they need to get stuff out of their system. Um, and that is okay. This is a place for you too. Please do not come in here disrespecting anyone, especially my collective, because they are the elite, they are the prestigious, and they are the supreme. You do not want to piss me off or piss them off. So let's get into. Y'all be having emotional outbursts. I love it. All right. So as y'all know, the collection plate is at the bottom. Amber and Jenkins and Co. It's a cash app where you can do Apple Pay. You can also make any purchases or book any of your appointments at laimperatriz.botanica.shop. You can follow me on IG and TikTok at ITS Amber Jenkins. Join my Patreon, Empress A and Coffee. Have a cup of coffee with me. And it's Empress A as well. Remember, if you have any questions, concerns, inquiries, or emotional outbursts, to send them over to laimperatriz.botanica at gmail.com. And let's get into it. Mercury, communication, higher self, ideas, creativity. This is a good day to have that talk with people. This is a good day to really meditate and see how you need to say something to somebody to start a new job, sign a new contract. It's really good to close on houses on Wednesdays. It goes really smooth because Mercury is working. This is the planet for Gemini and Virgo. So Gemini and Virgo, this is your day, my love. Remember during this session, during this class, to take what resonates and leave what does not. And let's get into it. No. All right. So y'all know that I'm really big on teaching y'all about shadow work, right? We always touch base on shadow work. We always make sure that y'all are aware that y'all are aware that working on yourself is going to be the best thing for you. Um, when we start to tend to this part, and I speak to y'all on a very spiritual level of the importance of really turning that mirror around and looking at yourself and saying, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Well, like, wait a minute, let me check myself. A lot of what you are trying to do, even down to communication, you have got to learn yourself. You have got to know yourself. You got to know why you do certain things, because certain things that you're trying to fight against that you do, you just can't. That's just how you were constructed. That's how it works. That's just like saying, why don't my Honda run like a Maybach? It's a Honda. It's not a Maybach. They are two different cars. It's the same. That's exactly where um, you are in your journey, where you are really on some stuff like, I am trying to fight, I'm trying to change, I'm trying to change. And it's not that you need to necessarily change, it's that it's not that you need to change the behavior, you need to change your perspective on the behavior. What is it about you? How is it about you? What does it do for you? Why is it there? What is going on? Like, a lot of the society will force you to try to conform to a behavior or a method that is not for you. You're not designed to work that way. So you need to change not the behavior necessarily or the trait, but change the perspective in which you look at it, which is why I stress so much about getting your natal chart, doing research on your signs, but so you can understand the planets when they range, when they're here, when they're positioned, and you can know, like, today I was a little off. Yes, it's other things that impact it, but it's other things that impact it. But here, this is where you learn who you are. You learn who you are. You see who you are, and then you learn who you are, you see who you are, and then you understand. Understand. I'm not under anything, I'm in it. I understand here who I am, what I am, and what I do. So I am a Taurus personality. I am a Capricorn when it comes to relationships. I am a Sagittarius in my approach. My mask is very much, okay. When it comes to my passion and my anger and how I handle things and my karma, when it goes to other people, when it comes to me, I'm a Pluto. Like, in Pluto, I'm a Scorpio. So I'm a Gemini when it comes to certain things. I'm a Taurus when it comes to love. So I see the depths of love. I understand and overstand and understand. In cycle stand, that just came out, I don't know where that came from. Cycle stand, meaning I'm around it, where I will see love, I dissect love, but I understand it, understand it, overstand it, cycle stand it to the point where that's where I'm from. I'm a Venetian, so I'm trying to say that Venetian. I'm a Venetian. Is that what you would say? What you say? Like, I'm a Venetian. Anyways, so yes, that is where we at. That is where we are. So today is very important. We're going to talk about, the importance of what we put in our body and the bread, the real definition of the bread. The bread is the knowledge. The bread is what you're entertaining. Sometimes we need to kind of remind ourselves of something. And because sometimes I listen to Gucci Man sometimes, old Gucci Man, but I can't listen to it all day. And I can't, like, I might can listen to one song twice and I'm like, oh, that's my song. But then I have to go back and be like, oh, I don't like that. Then when it comes to like certain energies I need to be in, yes, I'm listening to Boss Man D-Lo. I am. And it's a energy and an intention. What is your intention? Everything that you have to do has to be intentional. What is your intention? My intention is because I'm manifesting money. So guess what? I'm listening to words and things that talk about what I'm going to do with the money, how I'm going to spend the money, that I appreciate the money. I don't want to talk about love. So now I'm on my Anita Baker. Now I'm on my Mary J. Blige. Now I'm on my, you know what I'm saying? Can I listen to that music all the time? No. Y'all are getting in the car with me, y'all, and we listen to Cleo Soul. We listen to Sade. We listening to Seal. We listen to all type of stuff. But as far as like constantly listening to that type of music, that is why it's so many people out here who are crazy, 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 crazy angry. Crazy, crazy, crazy. They can't even, you can't even have a conversation with these people. They hold on to anger. They are revert to violence. They do all of that. So it's like you have got to really realize that you have got to realize that there is more to this than just being turned up all the time, because your turn up should be different. So it's important as beings that we understand not only ourselves, but we take the time to give grace to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because when you start to understand and understand and overstand the cycle, saying you are able to get other people. You are able to not take things personally. Like you're able to say, oh, that was not to me, because I do that too. You made it something else. I'm about to go. And we're able to do that. You dig it? Like we're able to say, to check ourselves and correct ourselves. So I did venture out and I did purchase a new book yesterday that I'm about to share with y'all. Let me get it because I thought I had it. Hold on. So I have been meaning to buy this book for my sweetie pie, because he's such a sweetie pie. So thoughtful. You know what I'm saying? Just so kind. And just, he a Pisces, so I don't put nothing past him. Very thoughtful, pays really close attention to me. And so I had been wanting to, Spirit was like, get this book for him. And so I was like, I'm gonna order it. And I was going to Barnes and Nobles to get the paper for the petitions. And lo and behold, this is the book that I was gonna get him. Right? Now, mind you, this is a very important book. This is a very this is a popular book that I see a lot of guys read. And it was funny because I was like, I'm gonna give him this book. And Spirit goes, open the book, and I open the book, right? And I keep pulling up on this. And when I open this book, and I want every woman to read this book with the intentions of understanding, understanding, overstanding, cycle standing a man. And in this book, I'm gonna read this insert, and if you want to get the book, I think I'm going to add it to my site, and you can purchase it from my site or purchase it wherever you want to purchase it from. Listen to this. This is what I keep going to. 24. 2 plus 4 is 6. It is the way of the superior man. Listen to this. Choose a woman who is your complementary opposite. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I know y'all be thinking, y'all be talking about like whatever. When I'm talking about love and love rituals, it started with me. So where I'm at now with this person, it's really blowing my mind because I can't believe how amazing this man is. I can, but I'm like, ooh. But my love workings was to heal my heart in that area, and when Spirit told me I needed love to create and to have this better life, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I was walking it out. I had to do it, but I want to understand a man. The Spirit was like, open a book, and I was like this. And I'm on the phone with my cousin. I'm like, yeah, the book says choose a woman who is your complementary opposite. And she was like, okay, what does it say? And it says, if a man is very masculine by nature, then he will be attracted to a very feminine woman who will complement his energy. The more neutral or balanced he is, the more balanced he will prefer his woman. And if a man is more feminine by nature, his energy will be complemented by the strong direction of a purposiveness, purposiveness. How are we saying this word? How would you say this word? Purposiveness. Anyways, of a more masculine woman. By understanding their own needs, men can learn to accept the whole package of a woman. For instance, a more masculine man can expect that any woman who really turns him on and enlives him will also be relatively wild, undisciplined, bonkers, chaotic, prone to changing her mind, and lying. Still, from an energetic perspective, this kind of woman will be much more healing and inspiring to him than a more balanced and neutral woman who is steady, reasonable, trustworthy, and able to say what she means in a way he can understand. So then it was another part in here. Okay, check this out. This is proven theories that my ancestors told me were real for me and I have lived by. You will often want more than one woman. Any man with a masculine sexual essence will desire sexual variety. Even if he loves his intimate partner and is completely committed to her, he will naturally want sexual occasions with other women, besides his chosen intimate partner. How a man deals with his desire for other women is up to him. He should know, however, that there is no way to avoid such desires. He should also know that acting on such desires through temporary enlivening, is it enlivening and exhilarating often ends up complicating his life far more than the occasion itself is worth. I am going to put this on my site. Okay. And speaking of books, it is so important that you read this with the intention to understand a man, to understand, so I can understand certain things and understand what's going on with you. And I know this is how you are built up as a man. So for me, the multiple women thing don't really bother me as long as I'm the number one person. Do I want you living with other women? No. But am I okay with the occasional? Doesn't bother me. But I don't want nobody touching my man in public in front of me, if that makes sense. So, saying no working today. Get some rest. You know when your voice gets deep, you're tired. You sound like your name is Stanley. Maybe Stanley. Oh, get some rest, Stanley. So I am going to add this to La Imperatriz Botanica to the library. And let me put this here because I want y'all to be able to go get it. I think they have the way of the superior man. El Camino del Hombre Superior. I got it in Spanish too. It's funny. It's not funny, but it's just, yeah. David, yeah. He got some great reviews on him. Okay, I can get with it. Let me put this here. Put this here. And so it is important, as you see, we are on the topic of we are on the topic here of books. And a lot of people would rather watch TV than watch books. And oh, a lot of people would rather watch TV than watch books, but a lot of people would rather watch TV than read books. But this is the bread. This is the bread. You need the book so you can absorb the information. And this is where the knowledge is hidden. This people are so distracted. People are so distracted at this current time with TV, a bunch of stuff that doesn't mean us any good, that you're missing how people like, they're missing how people like us are propelling during this time. And it's like, what do you mean you don't watch TV? I mean, the TV be on, but I don't pay attention to it. And it's like, what do you mean you don't watch this show? You don't, I read. Even if you're reading articles, even if you're like reading like, even if you go to, and Eric Thomas is somebody that I love dearly, and Eric Thomas said, when I read a book, if I get to the point and I feel like that's it for me, I move on to another book because that's all that book had to offer me at that time. I can go back to it. And that makes you feel, that made me understand my need for knowledge. And I would stop at a book and pick up another book, and I'd be like, oh, I learned this. But then I would always go back to another book and be like, let me finish reading this book. And then I would stop and pick up a brand new book. And I was like, I feel bad. But when Eric Thomas broke that down, like, no, that book gave you what you needed at that time. And then you got the rest from another book. And so y'all have got to get back to this. This is the knowledge. This is the bread. Not reading something that is not healthy for you. Even as an author, I try to teach lessons in my books. I try to teach things in my books. Like, okay, you sleeping with that man, you a side chick, but look at what happened. And then it led into something else. But even I got away from that because I wanted to show different places and different things of people so you could learn a lesson. I just had to do it in a way where it's like, let me catch their attention, boom. But this is the bread. This is the bread. Okay? This is the bread. So, we're in our space where I am so honored that I was able to be guided I was able to be guided to this beautiful soul. Her name is Iji. I recently was telling you about the new toothpaste that I purchased from her. That is freaking phenomenal. Iji is a birth worker. She is reigning from New York, heavy. And I love what she is. I love what she is doing for the collective. EG has created so many things for us to learn from. And one of the key things that Nipsey Hussle said was the highest form of currency is inspiration. If I can teach you something, I've given you everything. If I can teach you one thing out of the millions of things I know, I've given you your everything. That could be your everything. And whether it's a book, whether it's a post, whether it's a recipe, whatever it is, this is what we here for, y'all. So you may look and say like, their platform is bigger or this. We don't care about it. Because what we're here to do is what Spirit is guiding us to do, and that's to get y'all right so y'all can do this on your own. So I am going to bring on board and introduce this beautiful woman, this beautiful goddess that I love sharing this blue platform with and sharing all these gems with. And we learn from one another and we get in this thing, and it's just amazing what she does. Y'all know I've been shouting her out. I literally was like, oh my God, I love this woman. So I'm gonna bring on no other than the beautiful EG. We're gonna add.
Oh, sis, beautiful rising, my sister. Oh, how you feeling? I appreciate this introduction. First of all, I was holding back tears a little bit because I'm just like so much love just radiates from all your words, your kindness, your heart. I appreciate you. You know, much love
Oh,
always, and I'm so grateful to be on your platform and just give a little what I shared with you and everybody else through the
listen,
group and everything. You know.
I am so honored and thank you for being here. Gratitude, because I know with everything that you do and the work that you have, you carry a lot of titles and you do carry them very well.
I
So you've
appreciate
taken
that.
you've taken out your time out your rising to tend to the collective, and for us, I know we both are. We got our own things going, and it's crazy because we be headed to the same destination. GPS just takes
Always,
a different
always
route.
connected. Always. It's that
Yes,
collective consciousness. You know, I try to speak on that a lot, but it's basically us always meeting together.
yeah.
Right when we need each other, right when we need a little advice or we need a little insight on something that maybe we
Hmm.
already studying. It's amazing always. I'm blessed to always be a part of it.
Yes. So I'm gonna let the beauty take the stage, and introduce what she does and what she has to offer. I know I've been telling y'all to go follow because when I tell y'all this is the bread, we can tell y'all we can tell y'all 100 things, but until you the same way y'all go to that Bible, this is your Bible. You got more than one Bible.
More than one.
Bible just simply
Absolutely.
means a book with knowledge to guide
Absolutely.
you.
Hmm.
So we just use different, like I know with spirituality they says they think that we just use demons that's rising up, but we don't care. But these are our Bibles. This is where we learn from. This is where we connect with spirit from.
Absolutely.
And today, like I was telling you earlier, we go through so many things. I'm putting y'all on the path of going within. And sis has been teaching me so much, and I've been watching. I've been gathering. And so the toothpaste. Y'all be thinking that it's just a toothpaste, but I'm so serious about the toothpaste because when I said to my cousin, I was like, I gotta get back into a normal toothpaste. I don't like my toothpaste I'm using right now. She
What were you
literally,
using before?
I was using a charcoal, activated charcoal.
Charcoal's
And
good.
so I loved it. And so my cousin actually made some, and he gave me two little things like this.
Oh
And
yeah,
so
raw. Okay.
yeah, and I'm a brush, and I brush my teeth like the beginning of the day and at the end of the day.
Right.
And so I packed it up, put it in storage. And I was like, "Where's my toothpaste?" And my daughter was like, "I think it's in storage." So I went, tried to find some from Target, and I was like, "Target don't fail me." When I tell you, I hate that toothpaste. And the day that I said, "Oh my God, I gotta reach out to him and see when he got time to bring me some toothpaste." You posted the toothpaste.
Oh yeah, this one come in the tube and everything, ready to go from the motherland. It's been what I've been using since post my second baby back in 2020, because I was really dealing with enamel issues,
Mm.
broken teeth, gingivitis. Like our when we're pregnant, the babies take up so much of our energy, our
Mm-hmm.
genetics, everything. So that also includes teeth nutrition. They take all that in. They got to grow their own. So they
Yep.
take it what we got, especially as mothers. So usually, oral health is neglected. Most of our OBs are not even talking about that. They don't even really advise maybe 2 to 3 visits to your dentist. So hey, but we really got to focus on our oral health. But we'll save that for another day. This toothpaste though. has herbs, essential oils, and clay to rebuild enamel, to
Yeah.
brighten regular teeth, not whiten. We don't do too much whitening because that's not a realistic expectation for our teeth. Our
Mhm.
teeth are bone. They're not white. White is colors we use through art. You know what I mean? Ways to describe certain things. For teeth,
Mhm.
unrealistic. And don't you know? I mean, you could get there. There's services all through the globe. You know what I mean? There's sisters that
Mm-mm.
provide the whitening, the tooth gems. I love it. I love it. There's still mad love there. But when it comes to herbal care for your wellness of your oral, it got it all. I think I have one right here.
Yeah,
One of
because
my
I
last
showed
ones.
it.
One
Yeah,
of my
which one you
last
got right
ones.
there?
Yeah, this one has saffron, tea tree, aloe vera, ginger, and lemon.
Mm.
All natural. And some of them too, since it has the ginger, it's spicy, girl. It
It
is
is. It
spicy.
My daughter was talking about it yesterday. She asked her sister, she was like, "Have you used that toothpaste?" And my daughter's like, "It's spicy." She said, "What's the word?" She said, "What's that thing we eat?" She's like, "It don't taste like that, but it tastes like something else." And she was like, "It's not garlic." And she was like, "No." She was, and I was, we was naming out of something. She was like, "Sometimes they put it in the soda." We was like, "Ginger?" She was like, "Yes."
Yep.
It
Yes.
makes me go. She's like, "It's hot." So it's
There are some beautiful beings who literally for their oral care every rising, choose some ginger. Get the chew stick, of rinse, oil pull, and they're good to go.
mm,
And they're
mm,
doing that throughout the day also. That's another thing. When you go
mm.
all natural oral care, this becomes an all day thing. What's beautiful about today's day is that we also have biodegradable flosses.
Okay, girl, you got them beside you.
Let me see. Do I have my pack? I do, cause you know who has them sometimes.
Who?
TJ Maxx and Marshalls. If you happen to
Now
get it,
TJ Maxx and Marshalls be the treasure box. Yes.
listen. And this is a pack. It was 250 of them. I use them often. Uh, and they are pure cornstarch dental floss picks, cruelty
Okay.
free. You know what I mean? This is an all
Mm-hmm.
day thing, especially after you eat. And one fact with your oral health is that as you get older, your gums, little by little, unfortunately, begin to recede.
Mm-hmm.
So more and more bacteria, more food, more everything gets stuck in your gums beyond, beyond the teeth barrier. So
Right.
we gotta take care of that.
Girl.
Constant flow of care for everything as we grow into these even more beautiful beings through the journey.
Girl. And I think one of the things that I notice is when we are taking in certain things, when we're receiving certain things, even down to our foods. I've been talking to the collective about the alchemy of cleansing your food through alchemy and
Mm,
understanding that no, your spirit council does not want you to go hungry if you live in a certain area and you can't grow your own food. You can't do certain
that's
things.
right.
Like the universe knows that. The universe is more aware of your situation than what you are.
Absolutely, all the time.
And so, one of the things that I've been noticing that you've been posting, which I don't know much about, but
Mhm,
when I did research, it's very important.
mhm.
I want to make sure that you speak on that. So, when they come to you, they kind of are guided from because she does multiple things,
Right.
right? And like I was telling y'all earlier, we are basically two head doctors,
Mhm.
where you may go to your general doctor. Your general doctor may be able to write you a prescription for something, but it may be a specialist that you
Right.
need to see about that. It's the same thing in the spiritual realm. So,
Right.
how important is herbalism when it comes to your spiritual journey?
I mean, it's the sister, the very essence of reconnecting with your ancestors, with Mother Earth. Everything, first of all, We are not just flesh and bone. That's too
Mm-mm.
simple.
Mm.
That's easy to explain. That's why there's so many books. That's why there's so many professionals based on the flesh and the bone.
Come on now.
Now, in the age of Aquarius, this is where it all changes up because they done had their time to professionalize and colonize and to we could get into that, but you know where I'm getting at. Um, now
Have your way, sis.
herbalism,
Sis,
right?
have your way.
Herbalism now it is in all of us. If I look up herbalism books right now on Amazon, do you know there is Ashkenazi herbalism? There is African American herbalism. There is even slavery herbalism. There is black midwifery herbalism. There is Ayurvedic knowledge, which is also Eastern Asian India's
Mm-hmm.
herbalism. How they view the herbs and how they work with the body and the
Mm-hmm.
soul and the mind. Cause that's also too, all of us we get into herbalism and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna heal my body. You're healing every part of you, which is stardust, which is earth, which is matter, which is cellular, which is,
Mm-hmm.
girl, I could go on, spirit, everything. Everything that
Girl.
makes up what you use today, the thought patterns is all you. That's why we're all connected. That's why when you could think of
Mm-hmm.
an idea, you'd be like, oh, I wonder if anybody ever thought of that before. And you could post it online and there's sisters and brothers like, yeah, I do that for a living. Or yeah, I've been studying that for years.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, I've always had an interest, but I've been scared to ask the collective. So thank you for asking. That's why I've hosted this beautiful group book gems also.
Yes.
Because one of the main topics that I started with was herbalism. And there was
Mm-hmm.
so much engagement. And just from that, I'm like, I'm a city girl. As you mentioned, I'm a Brooklyn girl my entire life. And that's not really something that is a collective chat, among these New York streets, but we've always been in the forest, randomly in the parks, looking at the
Mm-hmm.
trees, getting
Yeah.
in the dirt, having that wonder, watching the movies. As you mentioned, also the media sparks ideas that were already there,
Mm-hmm.
that were already said and done by
Yep.
the collective. So it is inspiration always, everything we do. And with herbalism, it even inspires most to live a different life, to break out of the matrix,
Mm.
as we call it, to break out of a lifestyle that is not really serving them.
Mm-mm.
You could work that 9 to 5 and you could build that generational wealth in your own way. But what about your wellness in that when you go into the 9 to 5?
Mm.
How you feel every day about your 9 to 5? Don't people get tired after a while?
Yep.
And that's just a basic thought process. Someone is in an unhappy place, after a while they are going to be unhappy. If they eat a type of way, like processed foods, like I mentioned yesterday, processed foods equals processed
You
thought
girl.
patterns, thought processed people, you know what I'm saying? Because it becomes a cycle, and what you want to become is this spiral, because you can
Mm-hmm.
either rise up or you rise down. But either which way, there's an option for you to come up again.
Yep. You never
Herb
stuck.
and herbalism, baby. I see a lot of fear still amongst our people. Fear,
Yeah. Lots of fears.
constant fear, and I pray for everyone, even in that. I don't even feel that. Oh well, you should know better. I had a phase like that. You should be knowing better. I mean, at the time, especially during COVID, I mean, come on, wash the hands and get into the herbs. I've been on this for a long minute, but
But everybody not
everybody
where you at. Mm-hmm.
everybody on their own journey, and I pray for them to even get a little tea box here and there when they ain't feeling well. Let them start
Mm-hmm.
small, because if they start small, they will grow.
Oh yes. All it take is, and that's one of the biggest things. All it take is just 1 foot forward. 1 foot
Absolutely.
forward. And
Actually,
one of the things that I learned about herbalism was the results were divine timing.
mm-hmm.
And because people be like, "Wow, natural remedies take too long."
Oh,
And when you, I mean, when you get aligned, for me, when I got aligned with the divine better, I was
mm-hmm.
like, no, it don't. You
Mm-hmm.
just have to pay attention to your body. Because a lot of times, like sis is saying, herbalism is deeper than this.
What you
This
mean?
is surface level. This is 3D. Herbalism is like 10D on a different level that we reaching.
Mhm.
When it comes to your mood, that's past 3D. I'm gonna eat something else. Like I think last week I was in like a funky mood, and I went to Clean Juice. I don't know if you have a Clean Juice in your area, but
I
it's,
wish. That sounds good.
girl, they make your juice in front of you. And so I went in Clean Juice. Spirit was like, go to Clean Juice, and I was like, oh, I ain't been to Clean Juice in a little minute. Let me go to Clean Juice. And I went to Clean Juice, and I said, can I get I was like, let me get. She was like, what you want? And I said, I'm trying to figure out if I want. They have one called the Heart one, and I
Mm-mm.
was like, and it's got almond butter in it, all this other stuff in it. And
Oh yeah.
she was like, but you usually get the energy one. And I said, you think that's what I need? I'm in that mood. She was like, yeah. So it has beets, apples, pineapples, and
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of ginger in it.
Mm.
And so I drank it. I got through my day, but I noticed that spirit was guiding me where I needed to go
Mm-hmm.
because you needed that. You needed to put something in your body to reset your energy. So a lot of
Yes.
times, society wants us to say, "I had a rough day at work," and I'm grateful. Like I was talking to y'all yesterday about addiction. I'm grateful that I don't. I'm no longer an alcoholic. So when it used to be, because this is how powerful herbalism is, it used to be I had a long day at work. I'm finna clock out this, and I'm going to the bar. Which, if that's your thing, you go to the bar get food. You go to the bar to have your glass of wine that is made out of berries. That's your thing. But mine was I'm gonna go and have me 7 shots, and I'm gonna get drunk, and I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna call this person I shouldn't be calling, and then boom, I'll be like, I feel better. I wasn't dealing with what was going on. I was suppressing it, putting a band-aid over it. Now I'm in a space to say, I've had a long day. I've had a long day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I want? I'm gonna fix me something really nice to eat. And my nice to eat may be something refreshing. It may be that I get excited when I see watermelon. I get excited
Yes.
when I see
Yes.
star fruit and mango. When I see I love pomegranates. I love pomegranates. I
Oh,
don't. I don't know
love
that's
it.
put got me in the headlock. And Buddha's hands. I found a Buddha hand in Whole Foods, and I kind of like shave the outside off, and I boil it and just put some honey in there. But that's good for
Love
me.
that.
Now y'all know me. I'm gonna eat. I'm a Taurus. I'm going to eat. And one of the biggest things that I was checking myself about is this is an avatar. Your avatar is in here. When that avatar is like, you done had something that we shouldn't have, that's when all this, you get that pain feeling. And that's why it's important for you to understand herbalism for detoxing. That's why you have to acquire an inner standing of discipline because and understanding alchemy too. Because for me, when I think of herbalism, I think of alchemy. Because Mother Earth is basically coming to show you, I'm gonna give you everything you need, and I understand the circumstances, but make what you need, and that's the medicine. So we do eat crazy because I was trying to eat something yesterday, and I knew better, and
It's
I
the
knew better.
convenience too. That's also
Yes.
another thing. Living here in America, everything is at your convenience. They've
Mm-hmm.
made it that way. That's how most. companies make money through the essence of convenience. It is very easy to go walk up into a McDonald's and get a little something, something. You
I'm sick
know,
of it.
especially just on the 9 to 5 here and there on the fast life living. It's the convenience that gets everybody too, um, and that's also that.
And I think one of the things that I noticed, I was buying herbs to the point where now I have a bag. And
Hmm.
if I say, I feel like such and such, I'll literally go through and be like, oh, let me use this. And I love that the herbs have, I'm trying to get better with this, sis. I love that the herbs, I keep this in my bag,
Gotta have that.
Penny Royal.
Uh-huh.
And I keep this in my bag because sometimes which is why when I came across you, I said, oh, this like my doctor. I was like, this like my doctor. And so I keep Pennyroyal in here because I noticed that some of the things I eat, and if you think about the way that we eat, y'all, and and this conversation is much needed because you don't understand how much spirit guided you here to speak to me when we eat certain animals, and that's what I was explaining to y'all a little bit on that post I made when I said, I'm blended with so many things. I can't sacrifice an animal. I can't be that committed like to that thing. And that's not even commitment to me, but not to we're not gonna get on to that. But
Right.
what I'm saying is one of the things that I learned, sis, was I was looking and I love animals. And I said, I have a hard time eating animals now. Like I feel so horrible because a lot of times what we don't realize that we're doing is when we do eat animals, we be mourning. That's why we be feeling so like sad. And then you do take on the energy. And then if you think about animals and the issues that animals have from being overworked, from not being properly taken care of, that's why you got inflammation. That's why your legs hurt and your hands hurt and all that because you're basically a transmuting that taking that energy on from that animal and
Hmm.
you put it in your body.
Yes. Hmm.
And I was like, why do I feel like I sit down too long, my leg hurt? And so I had pennyroyal because it is an
Hmm.
anti-inflammatory and it does help with aching joints and all of that. And pennyroyal also helps with your reproductive system.
Girl, girl.
So
Right.
now, yeah, I know I got 6 kids. I have no problem with reproducing. I have no desire to have any more children at this current time unless spirit deems it for another baby to come out of it. And I don't think that's in the plan. I hope it's not in the plan. But this pennyroyal stays in my bag. And it's as simple as being at a, and I'm saying this because this is talking about convenience. You have to make your atmosphere convenient.
That's
You have,
another part. Hmm.
because sis, we will conveniently pay for convenience. We will intentionally pay to have internet to have the convenience of it being on.
Right.
We will move to certain areas and be like, no, I want to be close to this and close because it's close to a Target, it's close as we do. But one thing that I noticed and that you're saying is not, and I appreciate you allowing yourself to be a conduit for me today and in the collective that we share. Um, is when I was buying those herbs, I was
Hmm.
like, oh, I'm stocked up. And it's just like I can make a tea, I can make a tea, I can make a tincture, I can do whatever. And I'm like,
Hmm.
this is my medicine cabinet.
You can make some beauty products. You can make a steam, some
Yes.
hair care, some everything. If your friend a little not feeling well, you can make a little something for them. Your
Yes.
babies. It's all right there. It's multi-purpose. Like that's a whole other thing with herbalism. Like everything is connected to herbalism. Every lifestyle, even if it's that fast food, eat as you go type of lifestyle, herbalism should actually be in there also. Cause
Mm-hmm.
I bet you love a little iced tea. You wouldn't have iced tea without a little bit of herbalism in that. Iced tea still comes from a type of tea,
Yep, it
a
still
type
comes
of
from.
leaf. Like it's still there. It's everywhere. So
Mm-hmm.
to keep ignoring it, I don't even think it's possible. I don't even think
Yeah.
it's the inevitable. Every time you get on the algorithm now.
It's
Yeah.
everywhere. Oh my gosh.
That's why
It's
we also have to raise our discernment, and watch out for those convenient herbalism type companies, because we're also seeing, just like as we know about meat in America, when you get
mm,
meat platters, buy meat from the store, these animals never are ethically sourced. They are never ethically taken care of.
mm, mm.
Almost never. They use words like slaughter, not a ritual. The most really is halal. They
Mm,
are prayed over upon. Like, what I'm saying? Their
mm-hmm.
sacrifice is to feed many. Now, regular companies maybe like Tyson with the little chickens. No, no, that's not an image that's realistic of them living on a little open ground and stuff. I mean, they could say that because legally they could lie when
Right.
it comes to labeling their products.
They
But
do.
no,
Yeah,
none of
just
that
just
is
a little
ethically
that's just
sourced.
a little seasoning for you.
Just a little bit. And when it comes to herbalism, what we're observing now, farmers would include people like the beautiful sisters of Red Hook Farms to now Bill Gates. Man, them a farmer now. And we have to be careful with that. That's why now the new talk of the town, the new talk of the algorithm is growing your own, gaining a little bit of them growing skills, because that also is ancestral.
Mm-hmm.
It's within you. I bet you do sometimes feel like hugging a tree. Or you do smell that morning dew and be like, wow, that smell, you can't put that in no bottle. You
Mm-mm.
can't really put that in no candle. I mean, you could. It's a little close. Bad body works
You
be getting a
you
little
you
close,
could try
but
you could try, but it's never gonna smell like Mother Earth.
right. That scent, the way it hits all your senses. There's
Mm-hmm.
not a candle scent in the world that hits all your senses the way the natural earth smell hits it. Everything about it. And that's because you are connected. It is
And I
all familiar because you are connected.
connect, and that's why it's so important. I know like everything we do, everything is spirituality. I'm never
We are
gonna like
spiritual beings.
yeah, like there's no way to go around it. So when you're upset, go take your shoes off. Y'all like I watch some people be so disgusted with people being barefoot in the grass, but you have a Jordan made out of whatever on your foot for 8 hours of the day with a sock on. You sweating, but
Uh-huh.
you talking about you feel yucky putting your feet in the grass.
Those shoes are also unethically sourced,
Mm-hmm.
might I add, with that.
Yeah.
What
And
comes
they
out.
are. And even down to being I know certain people are fully covered for religious reasons, but not
True.
letting the sun hit your skin, not letting not letting the sunlight touch you, and not letting your hair breathe, not letting you know what I'm saying. It's several things, y'all, that we gotta get to connect. Even if you, I don't care if you go outside and just lay. Like sometimes I just lay in the grass, just
Mm-hmm.
lay. Oh, dogs pee there, dogs do this, animals do this. But then you go and you eat that, you will go eat another animal. Or you
And
will
it does, right?
lay
Mother Earth cleanses that also.
all the
She
time.
knows all. She knows it gets a little dirty sometime. She
But
gonna
she, but
clean it for you.
and the thing is, she understands how you literally. And I tell y'all, I'm very transparent. My son was, he woke up, he was in the mood. He's very intuitive,
Mm-hmm.
and he had his moments. And I said, "What's the matter?" He said, "Nothing." And I said, "I just woke up." He was like, "Yeah." But he was pissed. And I told my other son, I said, "Listen, you gotta check the temperature. He's upset. Why would you aggravate him when he's upset?" So I told my son that was mad, "Go outside."
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to get at the Mother Earth, and it's something that she needs. It's something that she's gonna handle. And when he was out there for a while,
Yeah.
and when he came back in, I said, "How you feel?" He said, "I feel better." And he went and took a shower, put his headphones on, took him about another 30 minutes, and he was okay. Because, like Sis said, Mother Earth, no, that's why the animal went and used the bathroom right there because Mother Earth already told the animal that you could be. This is your safe space. That's where we are supposed to be. We're not supposed to have plumbing systems because what we do is by doing certain things, it connects us to Mother Earth. That's how we are able to receive the information from Mother Earth. So when you see somebody walking outside, when you see the bug land on you, a natural reflex go, uh.
Mm-hmm.
But understand that when you sitting in that grass and you feeling away, that's what she does.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she does. She will take anything off you. Take anything off you. And literally when she hugs you, that's one of the most powerful hugs in a time of need that you will ever receive is nature and getting back to nature. And then when you connect, your sensors go off. This is your feet and your hands, they're going off. And you're able to say, you know what? I think I'm gonna go buy such and such. I'm gonna keep some basil. I'm gonna keep basil in the cabinet. I'm gonna keep thyme in the cabinet. I'm gonna keep oregano in the cabinet. And you don't even know. You may not even know why you grabbing these things, but because you connect with Mother Earth in your ear like this.
Oh, yes. 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 You just have to listen. That
Oh,
silence. That silence. That's why meditation is an important practice for spiritual well-being.
mm-hmm.
The more silent you are and with at peace and able to listen, you can absolutely hear Mother Earth speak. She is always speaking through wind, through animals, through everything. Energy alone.
Mm-hmm.
Frequency is another
Mm.
study. Each and every person I feel should get into also. You have frequency within, and there is always frequency outside of you.
Mm.
That's even how we find each other.
Yes.
Sometimes, right? You hear a nice brother or a nice sister's voice, and you're like, I don't even know what they look like, but what a
Yes.
voice, you
Yes.
know.
I was so happy that when you said that you wanted to start reading the books.
I was thinking
Um,
about it. I heard myself on the mic a couple times. I don't know how I feel about it
Girl, that's
yet.
why you see how quick I dropped that link. I was like, it was
I was thinking about maybe reading on YouTube some of the gems, and then do each chapter we'll dive into it, and just have a whole thought process for everyone to observe with the reading. It's basically be a read along, but at the end you definitely get like a little uh just like answers, and maybe like my insight with the whole summarization of that chapter.
let me tell you how funny this is because I literally have an Instagram page and y'all can go
Mhm.
follow it if you want to. But um I was telling TikTok had did this book challenge or something like that.
Oh
And that's
yeah.
how I started
Yeah.
it. And so you basically tell them about a book,
Hmm.
right, and they do the hashtag, whatever. So I was like, Spirit was like, you need to. I ran across this woman who was reading this book,
Uh-huh.
and on YouTube because my homeboy was like, well, I don't pay for audio, audible books.
Okay.
I listen to them on YouTube. It's free.
Yeah.
And I'm on with Dory. He was like, it's free. And I said,
Yeah.
oh. So I go up and I type in this book title. And it was this woman, and all these people was popping up. A Marie, the singer A Marie, I seen her she has a book club, y'all. And the
What?
book club is so big. I said, this is what she's been doing. and now
Right.
she's an author now, and I love Amory. And so um, on her page, it's called Amory's Book Club,
Hmm.
and her library is so beautiful. And so I started this page called Beautiful with Books. And so what I was supposed to be doing was I was supposed to be reviewing these books.
Yeah.
So you saying I'm like, sis, do it because your voice is very nostalgic for people, and your voice is very pure to people. When we was watching PBS, and I'm from the South. I'm from South Carolina, so it's very medicinal. And people need that because there's so many people around the world that you sound like auntie, or you sound like mom, or you
Mhm.
sound like grandma, you sound like their favorite teacher, or you sound like the neighbor who used to be giving all the kids, we call them flip flops. I don't know what y'all call them up there. We call them flip flops.
I
But
love that flip flops. Listen, that's why I need to travel. Oh, before I go out the country, I have to at least see 20 states and be around the people for more than 30 days. And no, I got to. Because
girl, you got
when I
to.
lived in Raleigh, that was the best time of my life. Riley was the best. The school system, the access to, of course, the city life, and then but where we lived at was the little cul-de-sac, the little neighborhood, and the
Mhm.
neighborhood ain't play. When we went Halloween trick or treating, we ain't play. We went together, and it was
Yeah.
also time to get your booty back indoors. Structure. I was just like, we're coming from New York. I was like, you know what?
It's all right. Just all right.
This is good. So when we made that transition back, I was like, Rest of my adult life, I'm like, nah, I gotta find a way back,
Look,
find a
look.
way back. First of all, everybody that I meet that are like my bestest sisters, the sisters that I feel most connected to, they never usually live where I live at. I'm like, why my internet friends mean so much to me? Sometimes y'all be going through stuff, and I'm like, I'm in my regular day, like, I am so hurt that she posted that she's going through that. Like, I wish I had like just $10,000 in my bank, just boom. Here,
Yeah,
let me fix
girl.
that.
Yes.
Get
Look,
you
it
a
be
self
like you
care.
literally connect, and it's like the love that we share, how we are. That's that frequency
Yes, and
in
it
every
feels like
that
such a relief.
it is, girl. It's for people to understand because I think like we had the stranger danger coming up. I'm 35. Stranger danger coming up, and we had all these rules in society. But really, I have met some of my greatest people on this app, and it's been love. You know what I'm saying? It's always love, and even like this connection, just learning from each other. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I'm like, this woman got some gems, lots of them that the world is like every day. It could be because I'm a writer too. Every day, someone, I need an answer to this, and it's like, hey, if you join this group, she be dropping gems. Like she got this. Oh, I need this. I need that. Oh, I need. She got this. She got a grease over there. I don't really know what to do, but I'm pretty sure I seen her post it, and it's like we connect on these things,
Yeah.
and even with you being a birth worker, it's so many women who are yearning to finally be mamas. And that's a different story for a
That's
different day of that
because we're gonna have to
person.
talk about the true Trinity with that also. I like to speak of birth work, and I always have to dive into the true Trinity, which is the masculine, the
Hmm.
feminine, and
Hmm.
the star seed.
Mm-hmm. So we
That's
got.
that, you know what I'm saying? That's how we got to get into birth work. I always get into that. Of course, I dive into the womb. The womb is the most important part. But when it comes to birth work, I like to always mention the divine trinity. Well, at least from my perspective reality. I know everyone has their different beliefs, their different sets of beliefs. For me, the true divine trinity is mother, father, and child.
Mm-hmm.
Inspired by multiple practices. That's just my
Mm-hmm.
collective perception.
I believe that though, and I would love. You got so much stuff. We're gonna talk, girl. That you could
Yeah, we
be.
could do this.
Yeah, because you
You've
got so.
actually helped me with my shyness also. I've actually struggled with recording myself with the because I'm always nitpicking at something, but this feels
Girl.
so natural, such a
Mm-hmm.
flow, and you create such open, safe spaces. And you've been doing this, been doing this. I've been seeing you tapping in when I can in the rising. But this feels so natural. So I'm so grateful to you, sis, for even helping me finally ascend through this blockage that I've had. I'm thinking it's I'm thinking it's everything. I'm thinking it's a meta blockage. Maybe they don't wanna, maybe they're doing this to me, some type of spell casted to me. But I'm like, no,
I'll put.
let's breathe. Let's breathe. It's me.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time. It's time to be brave. It's time to connect on a true level. Cause I could talk all day. I could type whatever on the post, but now is my time to connect with my
Sis,
sisters in all different aspects of this. So I am so grateful for you. You don't even
sis,
know.
I'm grateful for you, and I'm grateful that you were able to break through that barrier. Because sometimes we're doing things, don't even understand what we're doing, but you have so much, and it's crazy because I was writing down some stuff. As I get into recording tomorrow because I'm learning order and structure. Because as spiritual beings, we be, because our energy is so eclectic, it's so massive, we got to learn how to hone it in and be like, all right, bring it on
Uh-huh.
in and do this and
Uh-huh.
do this on this day. Do this and do this. So um, I think the knowledge that you possess, I think you're worthy of having spaces where people attend and they pay attention and they learn and then they build this relationship with you because I want. Do you have a Patreon?
No. I know. That's another thing. People, I don't know what I radiate, but a lot of people like see me and they're like, "Oh, you've been doing this." And I'm like, "No, baby. I need help." Baby, I need a little
But
help. If you could
because
give me a little
I'm telling.
jewel.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something about what we, and I was happy since when you said something about how we all go through that ego trip where it's like you should know this. Every spiritual person when we are called to attend to y'all, we be like, oh my god, and it's not for us. I'm gonna say I get that vibe from sis too. Why don't you know this? Is more of the thing because really what we talking to is our own self. Why did
Right.
and we got to remind ourselves like you didn't know this either, which is why you'll hear spiritual beings of our nature constantly remind you like, hey, like this is what I've been through, like this I know, I get it. But that's just that part where you are elevating, you seeing where things are working for you, and then you understand like, you know what, this is where I look down and I say, I'm here to teach. And one of the things I want to tell you, when we doing the spiritual work we do, and we are trying to post on Patreon, we trying to make sure that y'all have everything that y'all need. We got to make sure that y'all are here. What happens with me, at least, is my biggest platform is Facebook, and I be wanting to attend to y'all, but it's such a larger. mass that's like spirit, like, hey, I need you over here too. So when we trying to do these things, this take organization, this take order, this take getting it together, this take making sure y'all are learning something from the classes, and for forgive us and just give us grace when we are piecing things together for you, when we are offering you certain things. We we don't mind, but keep the respect there. Y'all know I'm big on no respect. Hey, don't come in here disrespecting my collective. You don't want me to take it there because I take it there. But just as workers, we literally are workers,
Yes.
and it's a beautiful work. Listen. I'm so
Yes.
happy with this work.
I thoroughly enjoy every single moment of it. It's just the realest part of it is that it's a lot of work to be done.
Um,
I love the work. It's just a lot to be done.
it's a lot, and that's why we so big on sis dropping gem, dropping books, PDFs. That I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
this is
Basically, done gave you, basically has given you the passageway.
would you believe that I've had some people message me on the tip that, you know, dropping books like that free is so much work, and like I can't believe you don't really ask for nothing in exchange. And I'm like, like, first of all, I could honestly drop all the websites, all the different people who share different things all over. There's even some
Mhm.
authors that if you tap in certain months that maybe they actually drop the book, they will provide the ebook for free on their website.
I'm
You
on
just
a
have to.
I'm on a mailing list, and if this is why reading is fundamental. Why we're saying read, because you link it, and I'm a person where I bought this book yesterday. I'm gonna go follow this person
Yeah.
on
Some
Instagram.
love.
When in the back of this book, where it says connect, and it has all his stuff about the author, how to get in touch with the author and stuff like that. I literally will go. I will go to those pages. I will get on those mailing lists if it's something worthy. And what you will see is like sis is saying,
Hmm.
it's I get an email and it'll say these are the books that we have available. If you want them, it'll say leave a review for this book that you read, and before you know it, you got a library on your phone full of books where it's like, oh, I got that, I read that, or I got this in my
Yes.
file, let me pull it up. Because that's what being abundant is. That's what being
Right.
resourceful is. That's why it's important for when sis got on discernment of understanding. And when I say essay, listen to spirit. Disobeying spirit will cause more travesty than what you have ever dreamed of. And that's as simple as drop these gems and I'm going to reward you. People always think that money is nice. It's cool. But when you understand the true meaning of abundance, this is why we go over, which and I love to hear us tell people, you could have $5 in the account and you could go and eat a 5-star meal for $200, and somebody sit across and say, hey, I had a beautiful conversation with this person at the bar. I'm gonna take care of that. You
Hmm.
could literally be sitting there watching your child be ill, watching your child go to these doctors. You don't have the money to pay for certain stuff, and all of a sudden, here you are in this live today. And you
Right.
go join book gyms, and you just so happen to be reading one of the books, and you like, wait a minute, I remember them saying this was pertaining to my son or my
Right.
daughter. Let me try this. And before you know it, you trying it and you like, I'm scared. And that's okay.
That's okay.
I'm scared, but I noticed I didn't hear you cough last night. I noticed you ain't saying nothing about a headache in 3 days.
Right.
Now you got your doctor's appointment and your doctor says, I'm gonna pull the baby off of this medicine. You like, I don't know what you've been doing, but let's pull it off. And you like, I've been doing this regimen that I found in this book.
Right.
The doctor gonna try to tell you, no, that probably ain't it. But when you trust spirit and you listen to spirit and you have that discernment, this is the bread. This is the reward. This is the check that clears. This is the life where you like, doctor, why you paying? Why you paying for health insurance? You gotta have health insurance. I pay $30 for a Patreon every month. Is that the insurance you talking about? And she be dropping all this. She drops so much stuff. I get books. I get whatever. Or no, I pay my cell phone bill and I have access to this Facebook page that offers me so many gems. It goes either way.
And that was, yeah, basically that was my response. It was basically, so in the sense of herbalism books, if I share them for free to a lot of sisters who are requesting them, a lot of brothers who are requesting them, that means they will be nourishing the knowledge that they are seeking, whether they're professional, whether they're just somebody who needs some herbalism information in their life. Now we have more people in the collective that if I ever ran into this person and I needed something for my child, for myself, they will know. It is not foreign knowledge anymore. After a while, just as you said, when it comes to insurance, I mean, when I hear people say, "I don't have insurance, I don't have insurance, I don't have insurance," how many accidents, how many traumatic accidents are you looking forward to when it comes to, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. But I remember my grandmother telling me like, hey, so hey, you better not take out that Gerber insurance. And I'm like, what you mean? That's a good idea on the baby. Make sure you pay. She was like, hey, so you pay to make sure that they so, because you know her English is not really, you know, and for them to, you looking forward to them to pass on, and that you get money for them to pass on. That's
You
not
sold
right.
you basically, it's,
So
oh
when
my
I hear
God.
that, I mean, how many accidents, how many times are you looking to rely on a system that is absolutely there with modern medicine to fix what is broken? To what is
Listen,
broken. But when you are dealing with something, say a liver inflammation, you are not broken. There is not some, that's not something that could, it could land you if you don't take care of it now in a hospital bed dependent on their services. But if you just get in the notation from your body awareness, your doctor telling you, hey, your count is a little high in the cells and everything, take care of it. And herbalism can absolutely assist with that before it gets to a dependent stage on a
mm,
system that, as we know, have multiple biases, multiple old practices that are rooted in biases, old age biases, and techniques that are always being improved. Modern medicine, that's another thing too. You can rely on modern medicine, but it is always being improved. They're always
mm,
working on something new. Herbalism is age old, age old. They're still perfecting certain cures. They still took Dr. Fauci to court. They still took certain doctors to court for how they treated people during that time of actual people's need. Because another thing, people got sick. People got sick. And we saw, or the entire world saw, how no one was there to actually help those people. Modern medicine and all. And today, what was that, 2020? We have machines that could scan your entire body to see what is wrong with you. And there were people that we loved and were inspired by and adored. And they were working regular jobs, doing what they do for us. And without herbalism, without herb, that's why it rose in that time. Yeah, it became a hot commodity. We are taking back our power. That's what that was an example of. That was an example of a type of revolution that could happen. the next one will not be televised. That's why gatekeeping, I mean, to an extent, gatekeeping and solidarity can be absolutely two different things,
Mm-hmm.
dependent on your perception of what they are.
Yep.
I mean, that's why I share what I share. I do believe everyone should have some type of herbalism knowledge, because you should not have to depend on a system that has all these things that they are still working on.
And listen, when you are constructing modern medicine, when you are doing that,
It's usually derived from plant matter also.
when you are constantly working on something, you're not working on what you have convinced the mass you're working on. Well, you have to keep improving it. You are actually working against what you're saying because you want to control the population. Pharma is the biggest drug dealer. And I seen, was it you that posted and said your real medicine ain't in no was it you? Somebody posted your real medicine basically is not in the pharmacy, like in your doctor's office or whatever it is.
Yeah, I see that. Usually, yeah, it's
And one of the things that I will tell y'all is this is not always an aesthetic. This is not a trend. When sis said their time is up, 6,000 years. 6,000 years of lives, of their rituals, of their ways. And that was 6,000 years of us fueling them so they knew what time it was. They collecting so many souls right now. So some people are on this aesthetic, but some people on that aesthetic too. The beautiful thing is knowing who you are and focusing on you and understanding that this happened because, like Sis said, we took it back. That's why you see it's not a problem when you see so many people come and becoming ministers, but it's a problem when you see so many people becoming spiritualists. It's not a problem when you see so many people drinking,
hmm
but it's a problem when you see so many people promoting earth. You got to have discernment, like Sis said, to understand what side you on because although high, low, you decide that you also pick a side.
hmm
And in this moment where we at, we here.
hmm
When they tell y'all that word say it's gonna come a time when I separate the believers from the non-believers.
hmm
You are now seeing, hey, you gotta stay on that side. Cause I gave you all of these gems. I gave you all these red flags, discernment. You lack discernment. It's almost like a drug addict. You keep doing the drug, you keep doing the drug. It's hard. Do you not realize how hard you being on yourself living the way you live? So it's like if that's hard, if you did that to damage, do that hard to heal. So sis, I thank you for being here.
This
I'm so
endless gratitude. Yeah.
I'm so full and I'm grateful. Is there anything that you would like to leave us with? Anything that you would like for
Just
us to?
just endless love, unconditional love, and I wanted to just add, just to end it also with that. If you're on that one side where we may have to check on you back and forth to check on your progress as we ascend,
Mm-hmm.
uh, that's not forever. Everything in this life is temporary. So yeah, you may be on the other side, but the main purpose is to get out of that cycle, because cycles, those 360s, you're just gonna be in the same place going around in the same thing. I
Mm-hmm.
mentioned that spiral, which could either rise above or come down. And you could be
Mm-hmm.
right there in the middle. That's okay too. Because you still have that opportunity to rise or remain the same. That is solely up to you. Every day is a
Mhm.
new opportunity for you to choose either one or remain the same. I promise you that. And I'm grateful for everyone who tapped in with us. Uh, I definitely will be wanting to come on with you more often, sis, if you're open to it.
I'm open to it, and I'm also open to getting with you and getting you, because one of the things that I was working on this week was my Patreon is going to be loaded up this week because
You
I've
gotta
been working
tell me
on
about how that
material.
is. I see
So
the
I want,
greatest creators use that. I just
yeah, I want
do.
to, and I actually been sitting and talking with a couple of them, and they like, you you doing exactly what I done. They was like, this is a process, IP. Like, it's a process.
Okay.
That's why I changed my prices. I
Okay.
changed my prices, and I basically, I think like my highest price is like, is it $15 even? And you just get access to certain things. And so,
Okay.
um, learning and seeing it with what we're attending to, we gotta go bigger because there's so many people who don't use Facebook. It's so many
Right.
people who just
Right.
got paid. Like I know people who just like, no, I got Patreon, I got coffee, I got, and it's like,
Right.
what?
Right.
And that's an international thing.
Wow. I didn't even know that
It's
part.
so many, yeah. It's so when I'm looking, I'm doing I be researching stuff, y'all. I'm like,
You
but
better
I don't
run
want to leave
it.
my babies in spirit. Like they coming with you, but the whole world is here, and they
Mm-hmm.
need you. So, um, I definitely later we're gonna talk so we can get you on that and
Yeah.
we can get
Do
you
that.
in that space and figure out what our schedules are because you need to be standing on your platform
Oh
and
yeah. I'm trying to
you
get
gotta
it.
be up there. You gotta be up there with the look. We be in class over here, and I will tell you, if they'll sit in class to learn how to do nails, what I've learned, as long as they could trust the hierophant, the teacher, they'll sit in class to learn how to be better. And it's a beautiful thing to watch the collective, our collectives, take notes and apply it and then follow up and say, oh my God, this worked. Oh my God, I've been doing this. I'm doing And I can even tell by the way they post, it be different. I could tell
Mm-hmm.
by the way that they talking, they different. And I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So since you got it. And I'm honored for us to gather together and get together, figure out a day that works for both of us, and give y'all more of these gems, more of these high vibrations, because this is what's needed for y'all. And we want y'all. The goal is, like I say all the time, is for y'all to step into your purpose.
Yes.
Because when we all in our purpose, we working smarter, not harder. So when it comes to the gyms,
Love
that's why
that.
I'm like gatekeeping. I mean, certain stuff it may be like, but gatekeeping. I mean, I be dropping links, websites. I mean, I just
And you guys were, and that's the thing. Solid. We could get into solidarity versus gatekeeping on the next tip if you
yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to,
yeah.
because
We
that's
can
a
do that
big
next. But sis,
significant
know that down
for
touch
sure.
that. We can run that down because that way y'all can understand solidarity versus gatekeeping. You won't think people are just withholding stuff from you or something
Right.
like that. You can understand it clearly. So,
Right.
sis, I truly adore and love you. I
Love you.
do want y'all to sis, what is your what's your IG? It's the
It's my name, Aya. Period. IG.
got it. So y'all go follow her on IG. We're gonna run it up. Um make
Blessings. I'll try
sure
to be
that
more active on there. I'm working on it. I promise.
girl,
Getting
listen,
to
y'all
it.
will go to both our social y'all will go to both our Facebooks and be like, no, they both our Facebooks and then go to both our Instagrams, but they really do give Facebook a lot. They really do
Facebook,
give
I've actually been focusing on the content, how that works. I'm really excited to share some gems on that also, on how to run that up on a genuine natural tip that is all centered on what you truly are interested in. I swear to you, even if you're into just putting bedazzled little gems on phone cases. There is space for your content and for you to grow
Yeah, listen.
naturally without all that paying for stuff and all that, genuine engagement. Because people, even in the meta, are still, their faces, their profiles are being controlled by real people. You are still
Mhm.
connecting with that person. That's how the meta gets a little tricky because it's still dependent on our actual reactions.
Mhm.
We could be whoever we want to. Yeah, we don't have to be our actual regular name. Like, I don't share my actual name anymore with
Mhm.
people, but this is who I am, and this is what I'm called, and this is what I do genuinely. No,
Mhm.
no, no
That was a
artistry,
gem. That was a
no.
gem. That was a gem for me, sis. That was a gem for me. I'm gonna take that. Go ahead.
No. Listen, being you is the most
Ooh.
phenomenal aspect of this reality. You,
Mm.
there's that purpose, divine purpose. Divine
Mhm.
timing is aligned with your timing because time is not linear. Timing is multi-spectrum. Timing could be what you make of it. You can make the time for all of your projects if you could figure out how you put it all
Ooh,
together. That's
sis.
why organization was such a big thing when you mentioned it. Cause you got it all.
Ooh.
Time is yours.
Yep.
It's that perception you have to tweak just a little bit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Sis,
saying?
you
We
know
know what
this
we
this
did.
look. I'm like, look, sis done dropped the gem. Sis talking to me. sis
Because
bringing
I
me
love
to the.
you. I love
I
you.
love
And
you
whatever
too.
you feel, that's just for you to get to
Mm-hmm.
everything I say, even sometimes if it comes off, I'm an Aries. Sometimes it comes off being a little too much, too
Mm-hmm.
fiery, like a little, all right, you ain't even have to say it like that. But listen, it's
I'm a
only
Taurus, so
because
I need it.
you might have to you might have
Cause
to do
Aries,
it
y'all,
like that.
I be like, Aries.
Word to
My daughter
everything.
Aries. I'm gonna tell you, my daughter's an Aries, and I will tell you this. And one of my greatest friends in the trance band is the Aries. And when I tell you, them Aries be having me like this, what? And y'all gonna stand on that shit.
Right.
Y'all gonna stand on fiery is the word. Is the word. But I'm a Sagittarius rising, so I get it.
Yeah, listen, I have a Sagittarius moon and I'm a Cap rising. That's why my fire is a fire. No, I am
Hmm.
not a bonfire. I am a candlelight. It can become a bonfire, but I am only here to light the dark ways. I promise you, it ain't nothing. I can't. I am light and dark, but to resonate with full dark, because a lot of people perceive, I don't know, I've been seeing fire signs as more in tune with the dark. I mean, but we're the light that shines. The natural light, which is,
That may be why
like,
that may be why I resonate with it because um when it comes to air, that would make sense because
every
air
one
would
of
be
them, it makes
connected to
sense.
light, but air would be connected to light, but then a lot of air signs are rather dark.
But that's what I'm saying. That now it broadens the thought of that's for everyone. Cause guess what? Mama over here is scared of water. But I love water sign people. My father, the
Because you know
Pisces, was
people
not that
logical,
fun.
sis. People logical. They put the logical with the light. And you be like, no, that's not how that works. It's not the actual flame. It's just the energy. It's the energy, like the
Right.
heated up moment, the passion. Passion is
Yes.
fire signs.
Yes.
Subtle and stern is earth signs, like the earth, but providers and nurturers. So it's
Right.
like when I'm cold and I'm scared, like cold energy could be stale energy. So
Right.
what you're gonna attract that fire sign. It's gonna warm you up, gonna cook you, and gonna have it flowing, your blood flowing. You excited, you creative, you ready to do all the things.
Right.
And then when I'm too flamed up and I'm too hot and I got too much going on, I need you to splash a little water on me.
Right.
Don't put me out though. So I might need the
Listen.
air. Don't put me out. So it's like People, since we're gonna get into all this because we're gonna get into all this.
I got you.
We're gonna get into all this. This is good. So since you know I love you, I put her link tree down, and what I would love for everyone to do
Appreciate.
is screenshot this or do me one even better, do us one even better. Type it in and bookmark it. Cause you're gonna need when you click this link, this is one you're gonna need. You're gonna need
Oh
it
yeah.
badly. You're gonna need it
Everyone
badly.
everyone can definitely sign up if they wanted to for the physical library movement we got going on. It's just as it is a library movement where we'll have physical book gems, like very similar to the ones that I post on the daily, for physical borrow. And I'm doing up to 30, 60 days and extended times for people who are studying or need it for other purposes and like maybe healing the community and such like that. And then you could also donate was the other option that's there for right now. We're accepting all types of donations. There is like certain genres that I put just to keep it as small for right now as possible because I know Mama gonna need a storage at one point for all the physical gems I'm trying to have for everybody. So uh,
And you gonna have it, and you gonna have it right there on that land and that property, and you gonna be able
listen,
to go right to it. Says, I'm with it.
listen. The trips, everything. We'll get into it, but I appreciate you
Yeah.
this
I
endlessly,
know. I
endlessly.
love you. If y'all have any questions or concerns, hit the link tree / Empress. That's so funny. Empress EG
That's me.
and the Empress A. I love it. I love it. I love it. So this is good. I am in the process of putting together. If your kids around and you don't want your kids cussing, I am in the process of doing a fuck this shit brunch. Um, and I forgot how to get you here, how to get a few of y'all here. But we're gonna talk about it. We got so much to talk about. So
Yeah,
y'all know it's always love here. Y'all know that y'all can get to her on Facebook. And anything that questions you have,
I'm
ask
here.
her. Ask her.
Please feel
Hey,
free.
I want to know.
Please feel
Ask her.
free. Don't be scared.
Yeah,
Be scared.
ask her. Ask her, babies. So it's always love, Mama. I'm gonna let you go, and I will talk to you later on today so we can get this thing together, and I can
Absolutely. Much love. Have a
put that
beautiful
heat. I'm
day.
gonna put that Sagittarius flame up on your little tail and be like, "What class you hosting? What class can I sit in?" So
Oh
yeah, baby.
yeah, definitely. You know, I got you always with the everything. And everybody else that are obviously tuned in also. Endless love. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day.
You too, baby. It's good. Yes, love the vibrations, love the energy. I love her. Please make sure that y'all click on the link tree and y'all do go follow. Um oh my love. Thank you. So y'all do go follow. I am going to do the daily read. And I am so happy that y'all received so much from my baby because I love her. Um, I love her. So, and I shout out so many, and what I'm trying to do is bring so many people on so y'all can get the gems and get the experiences and meet these people. I know that Janice Jackson is one of my faves, and so is EG now, and it's a genuine connection of wanting y'all to do better and wanting y'all to have better. Me too, because sisters over there reading me too, and I love a good little read. So it's just so much for y'all to know. And the way that I learned, it was like not many people willing to help. But luckily, I had spirit that was guiding me. It was like when I got to a certain part of my spiritual journey, it was people flipping on me because I was really for real about my journey. I was more for real than they. I was like, no, I'm for real. And I start calling them out on stuff. And it was just like, I said, when I get to a point and if someone ever come and help me, I'm going to help them. And so it's like the gyms and all of that, man, I'm here for it. But I am definitely grateful for that delicate spirit and her just blessing us with her presence. She's so amazing. I just, I just, I just love her. I love the sweetness. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like y'all always. And if y'all know anybody else who is a part of this that y'all want me to check into and link with, I don't mind. I gotta see when I can get Janice on here, um, because I love that it's a balance, and I love that we all do things completely different. We do things, and me and Janice talk about that often, where it's like we do things completely different, where it's just like you say tomato, I say tomato, but did it get the job done? And that's the beauty in when you find your soul sisters. And I do want to bring uh, Jazz back on. So many that y'all need to connect with, that y'all need to get with, so y'all can have that and y'all can balance that and learn from multiple people. And I love that. So I'm gonna grab my tarots and get into it. And then we're gonna wrap up. I'm gonna let y'all get on with y'all Mercury day. Um, so with Mercury day being here, I gotta put her cash. I got her cash out in case y'all wanna, cause he give like a lot of free books. They be good books too, right from your phone. So messages from ancestors are present, and we have to take into consideration that um, we are in a space of growth, okay, healing, and it's some decisions that y'all need to make. And that's been one of the things, but your ancestors have something to discuss with you in reference to what is blocking you, what is holding you, and things of that nature. So let's get into it. Spirit, we thank you so much for making it clear, connecting me with the spiritual realm for the answer. Mm-mm. Look at me, someone. Oh, I have spiritual hiccups. And when spirit is around y'all, y'all will hiccups, burps, gas, or anything. Yeah. All right, ancestors, what do you have for your people? Did y'all like that? Did y'all enjoy Iji? I did. That was so genuine. Okay. And Shaw, thank you for pointing me in that direction. I thank you for that, Mama. So Your ancestors are coming to you, giving you information in reference to a father figure. This could be a grandpa, uncle, or dad that has shown up in the space. So some of y'all have been in a battle, a fight. There has been a lot going on in reference to um, arguing, debating, fighting, malicious intent. There's someone that intentionally did something or said something to you that, or behaved in a manner that really was deemed to hurt you. It was a lot that was happening intentionally where someone didn't help you intentionally to hurt you. Someone said things to you intentionally to hurt you. Someone behaved intentionally to hurt. They wanted to hurt you. They wanted to see you hurt. They wanted to see you sad. They wanted to see you upset. And they watched you actually. This is general, baby. This is general. Thank you for asking, baby. They watched you actually. They watched you suffer. They watched you struggle. They sat back. They giggled. They laughed. They did so many things, man. And the crazy part was that they came in like a thief in the night too. They was doing all type of stuff to call, and it was like things changed for you so quickly because someone was working against you. Someone was causing certain things. Someone was wishing ill intent on you. Someone was doing all the things, and people said that you were crazy. People said that this was no, you just being da, 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 you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. They were saying all these things, and then it came to you, and you was like, to the source, help me. And Spirit said, even after all of that, you are still covered and protected. Anyone trying to come up against you, you are protected. But see, you was going through that, but you stood your ground. You stood up. You stood up. And when you stood up, you realized that you had elevated. Emotionally, you are in a position to where you are better. So you don't feed into certain things. But this was one that was causing you some pain. This is one that was causing you some hurt. And you stood your ground, but you didn't show out, but you stood your ground. You stood your ground and you did exactly what you were supposed to do. Spirit say you're reminded that when I tell you to do something, do it. Don't renege on what I tell you to do. I know what's best. But these things that are happening are sent to tear you down. But when Spirit guides you, remember to stay successful in this thing. You need to stand your ground. Standing your ground is not yelling and screaming. Standing your ground is not swinging out and fighting. Standing your ground is holding them accountable. And Spirit said, I told you to hold them accountable. I didn't tell you to yell and scream. I didn't tell you to insult, and I didn't tell you to call names. What I said was stand your ground. Hey, listen, I have no desire to entertain anything that you're saying because it doesn't even make sense because I don't bother you. But what I have been instructed to do is XYZ, and that's what I'm going to do, whether you like it or not. It's not my problem. That's your problem. Too many people want to do too many things that you like. If that means you go to jail, you go to jail. You had no business doing what you were doing. I have no loyalty to you because you have no loyalty to me. The only loyal person that I am loyal to is me. I'm not sending prayers to you. Spirit instructed me to do something. I want to do it. Because it's y'all are, I've been telling y'all are the ones that are yanking the bells down off people. You don't get to make that call because Spirit gonna keep putting you in position to yank it, yank it, yank it, yank it, yank it, and that bell gonna get heavy, 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 heavy. Now, with the Father of Knives here, you are very balanced. You're figuring things out with yourself. But there's also a masculine energy here that has come to cut away and sever some things for you. And your ancestors are telling you that they watch you and they're taking care of things because you are entering into a season of balance where things are balancing out for you, where you may seem like they're going upside down. Spirit is going to balance those out for you, but you need to make sure that you listen to Spirit. And as you're balancing out, you're seeing that your discipline and your focus is keeping your money up and keeping you in a stable position. And by doing so, blockages are being removed, paths are being cleared, ways are being made for you to receive proper success, and you are being guided by something or someone. There's a teacher here that is helping guide you. The Hierophant represents a teacher, a Taurus, a professor. Someone is guiding you and it's working out very well. Just make sure that you remain to listen and you receive those. And your ancestors said that you need to listen to your teachers, all your teachers that are around you. Listen to your teachers and go within. You're going to disconnect from so many people and just listen to certain things. And there will be things that are manifesting coming to fruition as you see that you radiate under the moonlight. How we feeling? How we feeling, Pooka Butts? Okay, no wrong feeling. So I'm really big on shadow work. I know that. So what I'm going to do for today, because y'all need it. Oh, will you check to see? I sent out your I had to resend some of the, I don't know if it was the Wi-Fi I was connected to, but I know AT&T had to troubleshoot my phone. I sent out those readings, but I know I had to resend them. I don't mind resending them. I saved them. I just know that some people I had to resend it. Um, for today only, y'all know typically the I love that. The way that this thing is going, I get that. It's today only. You can join my shadow work group. Yeah, I did, baby. I did. That's okay. You can join my shadow work group. Okay, I'll resend it to you back when we get off of here. It's already recorded. I'll send it to you. Um, my shadow work group, and oh, tell baby girl wherever she is. What I'm gonna do is shadow work is 4 weeks, right? And it is typically 140 per month. For today, only if you join the shadow work group, um, $70 for your first month. You can DM me to find out how you do that. And that'll be 3 20-minute sessions and an hour session with a reading. Okay. So if y'all want to do that, let me know. So you get 3 20-minute sessions, one per week, and then you get an hour session that includes a monthly reading. Versus usually 140. Today you're getting it for $70 if that's something that y'all want to do. So ooh, I put clicking. But yeah, so I love y'all so much. Don't forget to always take what resonates, leave what does not. Remember to send all inquiries, questions, concerns, emotional outbursts to latinforatris at gmail.com. And Gold Rush is still 44.44 because I really want y'all to have that. Um, I tried my best to wrap y'all candles, well, the girls wrap them, to wrap y'all candles without it leaking. Just be very careful when you open up your package. It's 11:11 right now. So head up, hands open. Spirit, we thank you so much for all that you do for us on a regular. We appreciate you being present. We appreciate Iji being here with us. Continue to bless her in everything that she does and open up the gates to overflow her with blessings. Cover the collective, cover myself, and keep us safe. Allow us to receive so much of what you have for us, Ashe. I love you, babe. I love you. So yeah, Girl Rush is 44.44 still. That's with the shipping included. The 11.11 is the shipping, y'all. So yeah, that's it. I love y'all. And I'm about to get to doing some other work. If y'all need me, y'all know where to find me. And I'm out.